What's up, everyone? What's going on? Hopefully, if anyone's been keeping up with the channel or anything like that, there hasn't been a bunch of activity because it's been busy, life, work, all this other kind of stuff. My co-host, my wife, she's been really busy with school. She's really been trying to get ahead of things and everything like that. And she's got some exams and stuff coming up. So she's been really busy. And so we haven't really been able to even make our second episode, which I think basically when we finally do release our second episode for our podcast over on Spotify, it's basically going to be like a relaunch in a sense. But hopefully y'all having a good one. And I know over here on the channel I've posted like I ranked the Halloween movies worst to best. I ranked the Scream movies worst to best. And I want to keep uploading videos. Give me something to do. If we're not able to upload on our podcast, which we really want to do, but like I said, life has really just been not working the best of our favors to be able to really sit down and do that. But aside from that, I'm wanting to get stuff done, and plus my PC was down, and my PC I got it back up and running for the most part. But everything's good on that front. Broke my microphone, but it seems like it's holding up. But when we get back in the record or whatever, we'll see how good it is. But today I thought of a fun little topic, and I'm gonna do this with all the David Gordon Green trilogies, and I may even have run into some uh, uh, not controversy. I mean, there could be controversy, but retcon or something. My own retcon, you know. But what would I do to make each movie different? Halloween 2018, Halloween Kills, and Halloween Ends. But today we're just going to focus on Halloween 2018. What would I do different in order to make the other ones better? Now, don't get it twisted. If you go back and watch the ranking, Halloween 2018 is like number 2 on my list. But that's only because we waited a while because we had Rob's movies, and then we waited a while for a new Halloween, and like 2018 just like brought me back in, you know. And I just love Halloween 2018 so much, and I've probably watched it over 1,000,000 times. Like, I know that's like I'm over exaggerating, but I'm not in a way. Uh, but I just love it, just because like it kind of brought back like, I don't know, just after a bunch of like bad sequels. I wouldn't say bad sequels because I love Michael Myers, so I don't really see a bad sequel. But some people will know what I mean. Like, it's decent. Like, it's not gonna be the best, but like in me, like this really like holds a good place in my heart. Halloween 2018 does. So, what would we do different? What? So in the background, while I talk, I'll probably switch back to the full screen and everything and like that. But I'm just gonna have like the trailer playing in the background and stuff like that. If there's blood, I will edit it or whatever, because I don't know if trailers show blood. It's a good question. But anyways, what would I do differently? Because you got to remember in the 2018 storyline, they eliminated everything after the first movie, which in a sense makes sense, but it also doesn't make sense. But they try to throw a bunch of stuff in there to, you know, help out what was like the plan and what was going on and everything like that. So if you really think about it, in the long run of this trilogy, it would have kind of been better if they would have had the Halloween 2 element in there. I mean, maybe they could have retconned that them not being brother and sister, but still have Halloween 2 in there, you know, kind of in a way. But I think even if you kept them brother and sister, like it would have made the story a lot easier and more easy to flow, in my opinion. Excuse me, my nose is very runny. We went to the beach this weekend, and I still think I have like saltwater sand all up in my nose. But hopefully, it doesn't sound too bad on mic. But anyways, what I'm saying is, what they did, I'm fine with, you know. And like I said, I love the character of Michael Myers and everything like that. But how did we not? I don't want to say how did we not. How did they not think of maybe incorporating Halloween 2? Because Laurie, it would have made more sense for her trauma and everything if Halloween 2 is tacked on, because it's like a long night goes into the day after Halloween, basically, of her getting tortured, or not tortured, but stalked and everything by Michael Myers. It would have made things so much better in a sense. And I'll go back, I'll play the trailer and everything like that again and stuff like that. Or maybe even pull up some other stuff. But if they kept, all right, now let me just dive into this. Okay, so we take Halloween 2018 and we tack Halloween 2 onto it, like Laurie's trauma, her brother Michael Myers, which when you really think about it, them being brother and sister is kind of a corny concept. Not corny, but also doesn't really make the most sense. But it flows kind of if you don't really want to think about it too critically and everything like that. But let's say they're brother and sister, and then Michael escaped. You know, his body was never recovered at the end of Halloween 2, basically. Or no, he got recovered. And you know, you had the fire and everything. They like do like some Halloween forward like type stuff or whatever, but to where like he has like burns and stuff. But like he still got locked up in the sanitarium and everything, and we can do that whole concept. Him tied to the block. I know some people don't like that and everything, but like yeah, he's got burns and everything like that, and like you know, most of the stuff can still flow the way the movie does, you know, but Laurie, has this trauma, and it makes a lot more sense the way she treated her daughter and everything. Like, my brother's gonna come back for me. My brother's gonna escape at some point in time and come back after me and try to kill me. Okay, so that idea works. And then we have the 3 generations of Strodes, and it just adds more of a trauma element to it. Like, it's my brother. He tried to kill me. He killed my older sister basically before either she was a baby or before she was born, you know? And it helps with the story in the long run, I feel like, because I think it puts more of a stake on Laurie, right? And so we take that idea, and like I said, some of the stuff can still flow, you know, when Michael just like walks around and then he goes around killing people and everything. Even like if he, we'd have to take out a couple scenes, you know, because they added like in a couple like fan service scenes, like some like the little stuff that he did in Halloween 2 where he walked behind the house or whatever and went inside, killed the lady or whatever. We could still keep that in, just to, you know, just like, hey, we're showing love, you know. Like, we can still keep a bunch of that stuff in. Like, Michael's just walking through the town, kind of unnoticed, really, and, like, no one's really paying him any mind and stuff like that. A lot of that stuff still floats. And then, but yeah, Michael escapes, and, you know, Loomis is no longer in the picture, so we got Sartain looking after Michael. And let's actually show that it was Sartain, because if you really think about it, did Michael actually escape, or did Sartain help Michael escape? But whenever you put the connect the dots, if you really think about it, it doesn't say specifically, but it had to be Sartain that helped Michael escape, because he wanted to see Michael pursue Laurie or go kill people to, like, you know, try to see where Michael's brain was at. If you really look at it that way when you're watching 2018, it makes a lot more sense. But yeah, let's just go ahead and say it. Sartan helped him escape, and then uh, Michael's lose, everything like that. You know, we still have the podcasters that have his mask. Let's say that the mask has like a attachment to him, but it's here's where we run into an issue though with the mask. If maybe we could have a burnt up mask, like say like the mask didn't get all like crispy and everything. Maybe there could be a burnt up mask, but like we could, okay, take the mask element out of there. This is a one take idea, you know. So the podcasters still go see Michael and everything. Let's say they have a different mask or whatever it may be, but it's still a Halloween mask. Like, let's have the flashback mask. You know, it's brand new mask from Kills. It's brand new mask, and like it's just like, you know, it's Michael Myers. Like like I guess the symbolism of the mask is like draws him maybe. Like he's kind of connected with the mask in a way. So they have that mask. Okay, Michael escapes. He you know, he's killing people, and then he finds the podcasters and everything. We can leave that in. He gets his mask. It's kind of stupid in a way or whatever, but it's how he gets his mask, because in this trilogy they don't sell Michael Myers masks. Like no one else has Michael Myers mask. Michael Myers is the only one with that mask, which would make sense because he's a serial killer that had that mask and he was on a killing spree. Like they would never sell that mask or anything like that ever again, like they do in all the other Halloween movies. But yeah, Michael Myers. It's a new mask. It kind of doesn't make sense, but it kind of does. But you know, some stuff in movies doesn't have to make sense. We just need Michael to get his mask, right? Like they could make it or they couldn't. It doesn't matter. But Michael, you know, takes out the podcast, gets his mask, then he goes on that little killing spree and everything like that. And then, you know, the way Lori gets treated, the way she's acting and everything, we'll keep all that in. But it's just higher stakes for her now that she finds out that the bus crashed. And now she's like, Michael's coming. Like, my brother's coming after me. Everything like he did back in 1978. And he's telling her daughter that, but she doesn't listen and everything like that. Kind of like how it is in 2018, how she doesn't listen. But now we just throw the brother element into there. And just because the way Karen was raised, she's like, nah, Mom, it's okay. Like, you go, we're staying here, we protect our own family. And everything like that. And then Lori finally, you know, we have where the babysitter is babysitting Julian and everything like that. And then we still have all that stuff that happens. It works. It works. We can still keep a bunch of these elements in the movie. Like I said, the main part is, but with 18 is we're adding on that their brother and sister element into this movie, which I think works, especially once you get to ends. Like, I think ends we're gonna have a different, like, totally different idea for how the movie should have went and everything like that, with how we're doing a one take remake, you know, essentially. And so we go through the movie, Michael's doing some of the same kills and everything like that, just so the movie's not like totally different, and like, you know, we still get some of those cool kills and everything like that. And then Michael sees Lori, you know, like how she pulls up to the house or whatever, and she sees Michael like in like the window and everything like that. And you know, even we have Hawkins there. Say Hawkins is the one, you know, basically still, like, we could make it to where Hawkins was one of the arresting officers, or at least one of the officers that helped bring Michael in, like, you know, transported him to get to the medical attention, or he's one of the escorted ones, whatever, like, however you want to, like, put that or see it. That way it helps Hawkins' story with the rest of the trilogy, because Hawkins does play, his flashback scene in Kills plays a big part, but that we're gonna end up changing that flashback scene, even though that's one of the cooler parts of Kills. We're gonna end up changing that for that one take remake. But you know, we still have Hawkins in there and everything, and Michael. Let's say this time though, Michael and Lori like see each other like face to face, and like they're just like boom, like we see each other, kind of like you could do a Halloween 20 years later where they finally see each other in the door, like we could do that, like let's do that, like Michael's walking down the stairs or whatever, and let's say Lori is at the front door. She sees him, and like Michael, because you know in 18, Michael didn't actually like see her from the reflection, but she saw him, like the figure in the reflection of the mirror upstairs in the window she shot, right? And so she sees Michael in like the door or whatever, like there's a door or window, or they see each other, they lock eyes, and then Hawkins, you know, instead of this time missing 20,000 shots with Michael walking super slow, Hawkins shoots him a couple times, and then Michael like dips out or whatever, you know, because we gotta keep that a long awaited like actual confrontation between the two of them ready to go, you know, like how in as an 18 where they finally like go against each other. Like we got to keep that for the end of the movie. We just need that build up, and then so Michael gets away, like he does kind of in 18. Like he just kind of disappears into the night, right? And then we have Sartan and everything that shows back up, kind of like in 18, whatever. And then but this time instead of their meeting, be like, oh, Michael's sister Lori. It's like I've studied you and like I know everything about you and Michael. Everything like that, and then but it's just different with this brother and sister element into it. And now Lori leaves, and now she's driving around and she's on the hunt, right? Excuse me. But now she goes to her daughter's house with the police. They help her. They go get ready to go set up over at Lori's house, you know, because it's a trap for Michael. And then we have Sartan and Hawkins together, and then you know you have Allison. She's at the Halloween party and everything for her school, and then all that stuff leads up, you know, the same way it does. Her friend gets killed and everything like that, and then she finally sees Michael. She sees her. It wouldn't be her uncle. Who would it be? Her grandfather. Whatever, it's her family, okay? She sees Michael and she's like, oh shit, and like she runs. Like that's a bigger impact on her, but like you know, that's a bigger impact on her as well, like her psyche, like oh shit, like she's family. If she tried to kill you know, her grandma, why wouldn't her you know, Michael tried to kill her because they're family. Now it makes more sense. In a way, you know, he was just in 18. Michael was just killing people. Like he didn't have a motive. He was just killing people. He was just killing machine. But in this one, he's after his family, and so now there's greater stakes at hand for Lori, Karen, and Allison. Almost said Jude, but that was his older sister. And Allison, and now she sees him, now she runs, you know, and then, you know, same thing, she goes, knocks on the door, Michael just disappears into the night again, or whatever, and she meets up with Hawkins and Sartan or whatever, and then we have the same scene, you know, where they meet up, or they see Michael, Hawkins runs him over, and then, you know, Hawkins gets stabbed by Sartan again, or not again, but in the same way he does in 18. And then, but this time, let's not have Sartan put Michael's mask on, okay? Which I didn't mind it in the movie, but he's just like, oh, you know, my patient or whatever. And like, he helps him and everything. And, you know, he drags him, puts him in the car with Allison and everything. And Michael's knocked out. And now whenever Allison and Sartan are talking or whatever, be like, yeah, I've been waiting for this night for a long time to see how it is for like an animal like Michael to be in pursuit of his prey. Like, is Michael predator or is he prey? Like, he's in the pursuit of his sister, his family, his prey. And, they get there or whatever, they get closer to Lori's house, her compound. And, Michael finally wakes up. But after Allison's like, yeah, he talked to me. Because, that was one of Sartan and, in a way, Loomis's one of their biggest things, that Michael doesn't talk. And so we keep that element in there. And he's like, I really just want Michael to talk because I want to talk to him. I want to see what, is behind, the mask and everything like that. Basically, type of thing. Like, why is he doing this? Like, we don't have to add that element of to why is Michael doing this. Like, we don't have to, it's he's just evil, and like, he wants to kill his family, basically, because that really didn't get explained until like Halloween 6, the curse, like that didn't really, why Michael was doing all that killing didn't get explained till 6, but 6 never happened. We're just adding in 2, and so Michael's just an evil piece of crap that's going on and murdering his family. But there are people actually in the real world that are out there like that. Like, they're sick people. And Michael's evil, basically an evil incarnate figure. Like, he is a vessel for evil, and, that is something like an evil being or evil spirit would do, And then, Allison's like, yeah, he talked to me, like, we can leave that in there. And then Sartan's like, wait, what? Stops the vehicle and everything like that. And then, obviously, Sartan helped Michael escape. Let's leave that in. Michael helped him escape. But, in a weird turn of events, not weird turn of events, but, maybe Michael would be grateful, right? But, Michael never got to kill Loomis. Loomis, retired, whatever, And then this Sartan fella was always up his ass trying to get him to talk. And Michael's like, all right, now, I gotta kill you now. And so, we get the same thing, same kill. Allison escapes, she runs, everything like that. And then Sartan gets killed the same way. Because I like the curb stop to the one. Boom! It's like, all right, cool, big. And then, the officers come over there. Michael sets up the same kills or whatever. But, he sees this house. He walks over there. Or not walks over there, but all the same things to set up to get to where we're in the house. And then, Allison's dad goes out there, checks it, and everything like that. He gets killed. And then, like, Lori and Michael finally see each other. Right? Again. But, like, this time, like, there's greater stakes because there's nowhere for Lori to run, right? And, I mean, Michael could just walk away if he wanted, but he's in the pursuit of his sister. And then this makes for greater stakes. She tells her daughter to go hide in the basement or the place or whatever. Allison hasn't showed up yet. She shows up a little later after the confrontation starts. And then that's the greater stakes. Lori, this time she locks the door and everything. She's looking for Michael and everything. She doesn't see him. And then, I like the concept where it doesn't make sense for Lori to be up next to a door that Michael could probably just break through because he's fucking the Incredible Hulk. And so, he gets his fingers blown off and everything like that. And then she goes down there, gets Allison and everything. They hide or whatever. Michael gets in, everything like, because it's a cool scene when it's like really dark and you see Michael. He's just standing there, like the music in the background and everything. And, then she shoots him, and then Michael goes and walks away, and she has to go through the house again, everything like that, right? And then, Allison eventually shows up to hide down there with her, and then Lori's walking through the house, everything, which, the house looks small, but it's big as fuck once you get inside. But then they finally, like, meet up. But I think there was actually an alternate scene to where an alternate, like, confrontation between them, like, actually. But this time they meet up, or they finally see each other. They're in the mannequin room, and like Michael's got her and like everything like that, and they're like, you know, fighting or whatever. And then let's do this. They fall over the balcony, right? They both fall over the balcony. We got to change this ending up. They both fall over the balcony, and um, they're both like, I wouldn't say they're knocked out, but Lori's getting up slow, and then you have Michael that's like getting up. You know, he does this Undertaker sit up and everything like that, and then they come to blows again, but Lori didn't get stabbed yet. And this is where Lori goes to like stab him or whatever like that. Michael catches her and then stabs Lori, and like because we gotta get Lori into the hospital for Halloween Kills. Lori gets stabbed again, and like she's on the ground, and Michael's about to start to finish it basically. And then this one, instead of Karen and Allison being outside, because we gotta get Michael into the house, because I love the fire scene in Kills. So like he would know he would put context clues together, because Michael's not dumb, that these are part of his family too. Like he sees them, and like say Karen shoots Michael or whatever, but Michael's like a shit brick house, and it doesn't affect him, so he starts going after them or whatever, and like he'll come back to Lori. This is where horror movies can get away with some stupid stuff and everything like that, because you have to keep some dumb elements in there or some little corny things in there. Like Michael goes, he's gonna come back for Lori, because we need Lori to frying pan in the back of the head to get Michael down there. And so Michael follows in the house. They get back under the thing because they got to trap Michael. That was a big concept of that Lori's compound and that house, the way she built it. And so then Michael flips it over, because it just shows you that Michael's a shit brick house. He flips that over, and then he takes them, and Karen's like, I can't do it. Karen's basically like, I can't do it. And then, Michael pops his head, and she's like, but let's say, because Karen already like blindly shot it. So Karen can do it, but this time it's because Allison's scared. Allison is the one to pop Michael. Let's just say that. Allison's the one to pop Michael, right? And then, Michael's stumbling back, and then Lori pops him with the frying pan or whatever, and Michael falls down into the trap, right? And then they go up and everything like that, and then they do the same things, to get Michael in, to trap him in the thing, right? And now he's just staring. House gets light on fire. Lori's like really hurt though, because she did get stabbed. And then we set up to them hobbling around and getting the help from the truck, the guy on the road. And then we see like the house go up in flames, the music and everything like that. How's Michael gonna get away? How's Michael gonna escape? Lori won. Lori finally won. She trapped her brother, and now he's gonna burn alive for a second time, basically, because he got burned in the second one in Halloween 2. But we got to save that for the one-take remake of Halloween Kills. Even though I love Halloween Kills, so it's gonna be the thing I love most about Halloween Kills is just I've always wanted to see Michael just go on the killing spree, just take out the whole town, which he does. But yeah, we see them get away, but this time we're gonna pay real close attention to Allison being holding the knife, because I felt like that should have played a bigger part into the other two movies, because she um, like that's trauma, and how does sometimes trauma can really hurt people or affect them in different ways. But what I'm gonna end up doing for, I have an idea for my one take remake for ends. I have an idea for my one take remake with ends. Um, and so they get away, Lori and them get it. They're basically heading to hospital because Lori is in critical condition because Michael didn't hold back on the stab. But yeah, like the movie, okay, and then the movie ends, and then obviously after the credits we hear the breathing. Michael's still alive. Just like at the end of the first movie. But the only thing we really did different was we changed a few things and added the brother sister element into this movie, which I think is, it's a little harder to do. Not harder to do, but like changing up little things, because how is it going to affect our take on Halloween Kills and Halloween Ends, right? But with Halloween Kills, the story, just the regular story of Halloween Kills, it focuses more on Allison and Karen. Like, Lori is basically a background character along with, Hawkins, right? And that's fine. That's fine. Give Michael the screen time, because Halloween Kills is a Michael Myers movie. Like, that is his movie of him just doing whatever the hell he wants, right? So yeah, this is just it's a one take remake. We coming up with ideas. I've always thought about this, like what would I maybe do differently or stuff like that. But at the end of the day, I'm not a movie maker and everything like that. But some people have qualms with every movie and everything. Like, for the most part, it's hard to make everyone happy whenever it comes to a movie. But there are things that you can do to help yourself. Movie producers, movie makers, like, it would have made a sense a little more. And like I said, they could have changed some stuff to like how they basically changed in the following one, where Michael got captured instead of getting away, right? But you do the same thing with 2, but like he gets transported at the in Halloween Kills. In our flashback scene, it'll be a little bit different. We'll see Michael being transported to the facility and stuff like that, so he can get treated for his burns and wounds and stuff like that. But now that will be for the next video. So hopefully y'all enjoyed this, and maybe y'all have some other ideas, and just leave them in the comments. Let me know what you think. Like, is it a dumb idea? Is it a cool idea? Is it an interesting idea? I'm not gonna be mad at any takes by anybody, because it's it's basically a remade fan film type of stuff. It's just we're taking this idea, we got this idea, and we're doing it all in one take. I'm not sitting down here with notes and everything. This is all stuff that's kind of like in my head, or like stuff I've thought about. Like, let's throw this in here. Let's change up a little bit things, but let's keep some kills and stuff and all that kind of stuff the same. And for most of the movie, we could go with the flow, but we got to change some stuff. That way it helps into the later movies, right? So I hope y'all enjoyed this. Like I said, my wife, my co-host, is really busy with school, but we really do want to get to where we can finally, basically do our relaunch for our podcast, because we've only been able to make one episode just because life and everything like that. And so, but we want to get back on track. So I have ideas. We got summertime. We got 4th of July coming up, stuff like that. We got Shark Week, everything like that. Ideas upon ideas and stuff like that. I got a bunch of ideas, and so hopefully y'all stick around and share this video. And if you liked it, let me know. Like, subscribe, comment. It's just a fan theories and or a fan idea, basically, by me. And I like Michael Myers is my favorite all time, and why not? There's probably been other like channels or podcasts and stuff to like talk about this kind of stuff, but I'm putting my name in the hat. Draw it. See, maybe, you never know. Maybe in like 10 years, someone would take my idea, be like, hey, like, why don't we do this? Like, obviously, you couldn't do the whole 2018, basically, because like we're still keeping the core elements of that movie, but throwing some extra stuff into it to try to make the story make a little more sense in the long run, right? Even though the idea of Halloween 1978 was Michael was just evil. He didn't have any, you know, like reason or motive. He was just going after Laurie and them to kill them, right? And then on Halloween 2, they added in a brother-sister element. So we don't have to, we playing around with some ideas. But I hope y'all enjoy. Thank y'all, and y'all have a good one. Hey, stay scared.